Hey, everybody! I don't know why I did that. It's me, Jum Jumington, retro enthusiast, internet doofus, and former CEO of Jumington Dynamics, broadcasting live from the Jumington Dynamics Auxiliary Hazardous Material Storage Facility somewhere in the world. What's up, everybody? I had Chris Kirsch. Hey, Chris, it's been a while. Good to see you. Good to see you. Inochi, thanks for stopping in. Utter Chaos Gaming. It's Mega Man now. I guess we're in Mega Man's world. It's Mega Man's world. Megan Man's world. We're just living in it. For Henmo, I am never late. How dare you? Only here to see you burn in hatred like a Sith to the dark side. We'll see. We'll see. I predict I will be fine until probably the Wily stages, the later Wily stages in Mega Man 2. And then Mega Man 3 will just, who knows. What's up, Flash? Going live from the Hazardous Waste Facility, Auxiliary Hazardous Material Storage Facility. It's not necessarily waste, it's just material. Not a lot of waste involved. There's most of the stuff involved in the production and some of the things we did produce. You know, I can't get into it. I don't know why I even start. But it's good to see all of you. I have never been more nervous about a stream since probably my very first stream. Mega Man is a much beloved series. People love this series, play a lot of it. And, you know, sometimes you play a game and people love and it's really popular. And there's a lot of people who are going to like just dump all over your play style. Like, I can't believe how bad you are at this. And usually the games I play are games that no one's really that attached to. Mega Man's going to be different. It's been many years since I played these games. And my recollection doesn't extend much past 1 and 2. Once I get to 3, it's like, I have played through and beaten it. But I think 3, 4, 5, and 6, I only went through once, about 15 years ago. So, We'll see how it all goes. I don't imagine I'll get much further than 3 if I even get all the way through 3 tonight. But 1 and 2 for sure. 1 and 2 for sure. We're going to get one man's waste is another man's material. True enough. Clone. True enough. What's happening? Welcome in. It's going to be good. I hope it'll be good. I got some little handwritten notes on some of the bosses that I was like, I don't really remember. But again, even that I didn't really go past 1 and 2. I can tell like just before stream, like, you know what? I should probably look some of this up a little bit because I don't know if I remember who's weak to what. But I kind of remember. What's up, Leather? You got bonked already. First in the chat and you get bonked already. I can't even imagine what it was because I had to turn that off because if I could see it, it would just drive me insane. Check Discord. Hey, Tom Jackson. Welcome. Boss weakness guide. Ooh. I appreciate that. I will consult that as needed. 1 and 2 I should be fine. 3 I'm a little fuzzy on, and 4, 5, and 6 I don't think I even need to worry about tonight because I can't imagine getting to those tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. Like and subscribe. Can't say the playful threat. You're lucky. Well, I don't want to threaten people into liking and subscribing, but getting close to liking and subscribing is getting close to threatening for the like and subscribe. Skirting the edge of what is allowable. It's certainly a site I use for my playthrough. I forget what site I looked at. I actually had a tab open. Oh, it is still open. It's megamanhp.net, which was pretty much what I wanted. It was thin on details unless you really dug into it. But it was just like, here's a suggested order. I had to laugh when I looked at Mega Man 2. To mod Varden's chat. Oh, yeah. Very good. I was in Varden's stream. I was getting stuff set up, so I wasn't able to pop in and say hello. And it was like 2 minutes till, and I didn't want to jump in there and be like, hey, I have to leave to go watch my stream. Come watch me. I don't want to siphon viewers away, but I hope he's enjoying his game. I will have to come back and watch the rest of it in VOD. I know we start a new game today. It's good stuff. But I was laughing about Mega Man 2 because I remember, like, the original construction of Mega Man is like a rock, paper, scissors deal, right? And Mega Man 2 introduced a lot of that, but I'm laughing now because I remember as a kid, it was always like, this guy's weak to this, and this guy's weak to this. You'd go through it. And if you look at anything now, it's like, get Metal Man and just use Mega Man against almost everything. Metal Man is like the top thing. It trivializes all of it. I'm like, really? I don't know if we ever tried that on everybody. I don't remember that. I remember a lot more varied tactics. You know what the best one is? You know who is the most weak to Metal Man? Metal Man. Why? Anyway, it's good stuff. What's up, Diddly Tingle? Welcome in. I'm just about to get rolling with the first Mega Man, but first I gotta get my helmet on. Now don't laugh. I just want to point out, when you have a big pumpkin head, like I've got, a big inhuman malformed pumpkin head, it is hard to find headwear that fits appropriately. It's sort of the equivalent of having to shop at the men's big and tall, right? Or maybe the men's big and wide for hat form. Not a lot out there, so I usually have to get stuff and kind of stretch it to fit on my enormous malformed noggin. So if it looks a little bit like a soup bowl more than a helmet, please forgive me, but I hope you will enjoy as I suit up for some Mega Man. What happens when the strongest spear attacks the strongest shield? Drink once, and Mega Man instant loses to himself. I suppose so. Well, let's get suited in here and go over to the game. All right, Mega Man 1 from 1987. Mega Man 1, Soup Man. Soup's on, baby. Get your hot jum soup. The first Mega Man game pretty much just used the baseline hardware of Nintendo cartridges. So it's pretty simplistic compared to the next games, because starting from 2, they started using mapper chips. That's why 3 has graphical glitches. They're using a new mapper chip for it, and it caused some issues. We'll see if we get to 3. Kind of understand how they release one of those a year. Yeah. So the numbers I have here, the release dates I have listed here for the Mega Man games are, make sure I got my thing so I can cycle through it. They are all listed as the US release dates, which is a little bit different. But basically in Japan, aside from like 1 or 2 gaps, they were putting one of these out like every year. And then it would take, you know, maybe a year or a couple months. We'd get it like a couple months later, be into the next year here. But they're really putting these things out pretty quickly, which is very impressive. You couldn't do that in today's market. Games take like 5-6 years to make and cost millions of dollars and then often flop, which is truly a shame, But, so we got Mega Man 1, no intro, no flashy bits. Even the menu screen, even like the level selection is really bare bones. Yeah, I'll let them flop. You know, and a lot of the problem with that has less to do with the game's own contents and more to do with 8 years, 300 million's 15-day life cycle. So much of it is that this game is popular today. So they start working on a game to compete with that today, right? And then 5 years down the line, tastes have changed. That game has evolved, is unrecognizable. People have moved on to something else. And then that's it. Going back to hearing my cousin curse so much when I played it and passed me the controller. So there's a couple tricks in Mega Man 1. I know Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 has some to get through some of this stuff that I certainly will be using. I absolutely will be using. Make sure that's set right, because it just makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to start with Bomb Man. I can read my handwriting here. At the range curve. These are probably, like, in this game, the most annoying enemies, just given how they, their jump pattern. I also don't particularly care for these, but I can live with them. Come on. Don't even need that yet. I thought about doing Cutman. I think the reason that I wouldn't do Cutman first, even though I often did, is that I remember that Cutman has like boulders in his level, because his weakness is Gutsman, which is a weird one. It's the I think it's called Super Arm. Relic of the Arcade Era. Here's some point boosting amps. It's so weird. It's so weird playing this when most of the item drops are those little red balls, and those are point bonuses that at the end of the stage your points get tallied up. It does absolutely nothing for you. So it's strange going through this, like, why would I want these? Why would I care about these? Oh, my face. I think the last time I played this, nope. There's the first death spike. I think the last time I played this, I did do Cutman first. Although, like, I don't need any of this stuff to get through this. Yeah, it's fine. Kind of riding on the edge of my seat there. Like, please don't knock me in the spikes. Get this extra life. Come on, friend. I'm gonna lose my life just getting through this guy. At least I made back my lost life. The insta spikes, yeah. The Sniper Joe. Have you any of you ever listened to the Proto Men? Emoji Joe when we need him. The Proto Men are a rock band that sings about Mega Man, but it's like a rock opera of Mega Man. It's really good. I tried to see him live a few years ago and it just didn't work out. Get out of my way. Thank you. Yeah, I love them. They had a whole track that was talking about, basically it's about Sniper Joe. I think it's on the second album. Woo! Woo! All right, let's see if I can get through the first boss. Not looking amazing. All right, he's dead. I'm always afraid when that last bomb hits because I'm usually pretty close that it's like, can I die now? Some games will do that. Put enemies in the pre-boss room. Yep. Trying to, I've seen him at Reggie's. It was yeah, it was unfortunate. I got a chance to see him another time, but I just had to pass on it. I think when I went, we underestimated the popularity and just kind of showed up to get tickets, and then got there and was like, no way. Like, oh, okay. Funny how when you throw the bombs, they don't explode on contact. Yeah, the bombs are probably the worst. You can sort of use the pause trick to get some more damage on them, but like you have to time them carefully and then just end up being a pain. The only enemy that I believe has them as weakness is Gutsman. Bomber versus Hyper Bomber. That's right. A quick reality check. Yeah. I when you run into stuff like that, it's like, surely this isn't that huge. Like, no, it is. They're much bigger. Like, oh, okay. My first clue that should have been my first clue that they were big was when I was in some random store and heard someone talking about them, like describing them. Like, are you talking about the Proto Men? Like, yes. Like, ooh. Hey, they're playing live. That's how I found out they're playing live that time. Like, well, if some random person working at this craft store knows about them, then. All right, so moving on to, we're just gonna go straight to Gutsman. Gutsman is the worst stage, I think, in this first game because of the traveling platforms. And I'm just totally not looking at the screen here. These, and I already missed it because I got impatient. Luckily, this game does not have passwords, but it does have fairly generous continues. Well, I mean, I should say infinite continues. Maybe not totally generous where they place you. Excuse me a sec. I don't know if I got it, but there's a little moss flying around. So I've talked about these a lot, all over the place, and I just find it interesting because they drove me crazy so much as a kid that these platforms yep. Took me a while to get the timing down for these. If you watch, like, you fall, if you fall on them, you will fall like so fast because of the way it handles the velocity calculation. So in a good side scroller with jumping, you don't just rise and fall at a fixed steady rate. That would look weird. It feels better if it's got some variability. And so the way they do it is they calculate downward velocity. when you're falling. With these platforms, they use a trick here where these platforms never stop calculating downward velocity, right? I don't know what happened there, but this level, more than any of them, drives me crazy. And so when you do slide through it, as I just did, or it falls out from under you, you don't fall. You're just warped off of the screen at warp speed. No. Now it's time that second one wrong. I get impatient. The wild world philosophy. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Because the reality is, like, it feels bad, but the reality is, like, once you've fallen, you're not getting back on it. Like, you weren't gonna save yourself. There's no air jump. So it was already over. All right. That's the end of that. At least these things are also super irritating. Stop giving me score points. Yes, that's what I want right there. Thank you. Just gotta pound through them. Take a couple hits, it's fine. You can dance with them. I don't like to. Dang it. No! Well, that's fine. I never remember that stuff. But in the first game, it's not such a big deal. These things are also irritating. All right, well, we're gonna die. But it's fine. We'll see. Oh, buddy. That's what I like to see right there. Oh, look at that, an extra life. We can farm some health right here. This one, at least these guys are easy to kill. So it's not as bad as some of the rooms where you have to be a lot more cautious going into it because they could kill you in here. Man, cheated the item drops. Hmm? It's funny, like, I don't notice as much of this in the later ones, but in this 1 and 2, there's enemies that sometimes I kill something and it's like, really, a 1-up from that? Okay, if you say so. I can't even tell how high my health is. Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. I don't think I'm full. I don't think my health is full. If I can get one more, I would be satisfied here. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, come on. It's those dumb score balls. My points are going to be so high when I get to the end of this, and it's just not going to matter. I don't even know if you can get like an extra life from having a high score. And I've never ever seen anyone discuss their score in this game. Like, at all. Even when this was new, I don't remember it ever being like, try and beat my score in Mega Man. It was just like, I beat Mega Man. But also, most of like my introduction to Mega Man was Mega Man 2, which is not surprising if you look at how absolutely terrible the box art for Mega Man 1 is. It's legendarily bad, but also so well loved that there is I think it's a Capcom Namco crossover game has bad box art Mega Man as a character. So bad box art Mega Man is like a canon character now. I'm not gonna do this all day. There we go. All right, I'm happy now. All right, we'll see if the pause trick works on this. You gotta be careful because it does like a jump attack that stuns you. Kind of standard fare for a lot of NES stuff. Nope. There he is. So we got a little bit of extra damage by pausing and unpausing. This works on some emulators, but it absolutely works on original hardware, which is what I'm playing on. Where if you pause and unpause, it momentarily stops their invulnerability frames, and they'll take extra damage. It is particularly useful with a Leckman's beam because of its length. A lot of bosses, like the yellow demon, you shoot it and say, shoot its eye and pause, unpause. Holy crap, look at that score! I'm going for the all-time high for me. From those orbs for 1 hour. It would be worth it if you got extra lives for them, but I don't think it even gives you that, so it's like, what's the point? Alright. Cut man, guts man. So I'm not even worried about the blocks, because you can just shoot him with your buster and be fine. The reason I worry about the blocks is because it makes it hard to get a good straight fight with him. Because with those blocks there, like, you're fighting at like a weird angle, basically. I don't know how to I'm struggling to put this into words correctly. You don't have like a straight platform, so it's hard to just sit there and like blast him with stuff and dodge because he's hopping all around. And you have the high ground, which definitely doesn't help you in that scenario. I don't need to fight them, but I'd like to fight them. It's worth it to kill that one just so you don't get knocked off the stairs or get hit while trying to make that jump. But otherwise, you can just leave. You're quick enough. These damn things again. I remember they come in handy one of the later stages because you could just walk back and forth. These are more that are not generally worth sticking around for. In Mega Man 1, it's aggravating because how many of the drops are those score balls. It makes farming enemies way more of a pain. It's just generally not as worth it until you're like desperate. Like, you could just jump over those guys. You don't have to do that. In fact, that was strategically bad because it's just eating my health. There we go. I was unprepared for how quickly he turned. Alright, I was hoping one of them would drop health, but no dice! Now, I can pick up that block and throw it, but I don't want to. The magnet eyeballs. Yes, thank you. Feed me. Nope. Recollections of Mega Man were all about knowing where the enemies are coming from, which sometimes you could just blast shots off like this and you'll be fine. And managing your jumps. It's such a big thing in this game, is being able to jump just the right height, especially in the second one, Bubble Man, but it comes up a lot. Just experienced this game for the first time yesterday. That kind of was hard for me. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing great. So far, so good. I died a couple times on Gutsman stage, but that's one of the more pain in the butt areas. But yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Worth it, you get through it. I think the first one is probably the weakest one. It's the most simplistic, but it's still fun. It's still fun. Well, thanks for dropping in, Nemesis. I hope you enjoy. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it discourage you. I gotta fight those things. First time playing, not mine. I haven't played it many years though. I'll say that. It's been a long time. Nope. Sometimes they are not generous with the tall jumps. While you can farm that thing, it's certainly not fun because it could turn real quick. But you always have your escape plan right here. Come on. Score balls. You're welcome, Fire Demon. Partial speedrunner for this game. Haven't done any full runs. I've not engaged in any speedrunning. It's something I'd be interested in after I've played them again for a few times. Because I really enjoyed the games, but I put them down for a long time. I'm gonna get one more. I do remember that in the second game, there's quite a few skips you can do at the boss rooms, but I don't think I'm gonna do any of that today. And we're leaving. Easy enemies in the door. I just don't like the ceiling guys. They're not as easy as the Metools, whatever you call them, the hard hat guys. I think hard hat Harry's just what they call the guy with the pickaxes. I don't think I'll even need all the health for this, but I would rather go into it without losing health. I'd rather go into it with more health than less. Because I gotta get those blocks out of the way. I mean, I hit them with them, so it's not like that's all they're doing. My guards, what I believe the little hard hat dudes are called. Yeah, I know it's met in there, and then there's a lot of discussion of what is or isn't a met, because there's some things that are similarly artistic but are not necessarily the same. But there's a lot of enemies that have that same like hard hat guy like on it, like they combine him to something else or built him into something else, or they're writing something else. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. They're not being generous. Sounds like a 70s porn on an area. More or less. There we go. It does take care of him quickly, but it's aggravating trying to duck and dodge him. Emulate original hardware. This is original hardware. Mostly. It has been modified for RGB output, and I am running off of a flash cart. But otherwise, this is a front loader NES. Old school front loader NES. Generally speaking, in any of the console games I play are playing off of hardware, though I frequently will use flash carts because it just makes it easier, particularly if I'm sticking between multiple different games. And then in case of other stuff like CD-based stuff, it saves me the trouble having to mess with discs and failing lasers and so on like that. Nice thing, like the PC Engine flash card and the score was so high. It's amazing, these scores. The Turbo EverDrive Pro for the PC Engine will emulate the CD hardware, so I don't even have to touch the CD hardware, which is nice. Because some of that stuff, I look at like Sega CD and people were like, $200 doesn't work. I'm not paying $200 for it then. People are crazy with that. So if I can avoid having to mess with that and fiddle with the lasers and get that to work and just rip all the discs and put them on a flash drive and it works, it does a pretty good job. It's not 100%, but it's good enough for me for as many Sega CD games as there actually are. Or for the NES, it's just a lot easier. Get Magnet Beam early, unnecessary current run since you already have Super Arm. Yeah. I remember, because that is we are at Elec, right? Yeah. I know Magnet Beam, if I remember correctly, Magnet Beam is in Elec Man stage, and you can get it by going back in the stage with Elec, but I think there's a trick to get it otherwise. I don't remember it though. Is there another trick to get it beyond that? Oh, these things always cause me trouble because of that. Because my jumping is not on point. All right, I gotta wait. All right, there we go. It's a bit hard to do, first and last part specifically. Aha. Yeah. Now we got the beams. Don't hit your head. Dang it. All right, we're going. I remember having so much trouble with stuff like this when I was younger. That was worth a bit of health loss. It's a nice, just free one up. That's just one big rectangle, learn that the hard way. Yeah. Max version is great too. Well, I've heard that. Oh, it's these. Nope. I don't remember what is over there. Nope. Missed my cue. Whoa! Whoa, just sent me away. I have to go back. No, it's not. It's up a little bit more. Right? I haven't missed the Elec beam. I don't believe. I'm pretty sure the Elec beam is just like straight up visible. Oh! Just thinking about it for too long. Like, which way do I go? No, I'd rather go that way. Maybe it's foolish. Maybe I'll pay the price for that. Vanishing blocks. Has its own separate room with no magnets. I know it's you have to turn blocks out to get it. But it's been so long. My recollection of it is vague enough that I'm like worried that I will miss it. But I'm pretty sure I will know it when I see it. Whoop. Nope. Too slow. There it is. Okay. I wish I could just carry this with me. Just a little bit longer. One thing I remember from this is like going into here on our path. All right. Very good. Yeah, I just like I remember most of the stuff was like E-Tanks in the second one, and most of the time it's like you kind of have to know they're there beforehand, but it's a fairly clear alternate path. But I know some of the later games, which I think is what I'm thinking of, like I can go this guy into coming down here. I don't know if this is even going to work for me. No, I've got the magnet beam. What am I saying? Of course. It finally does, and it's like, I kill you now. I'm always thinking of like later games in the series that have more hidden stuff. The earlier stuff isn't that concealed. Even with like the more basic you know, cart hardware, which was mostly just a space constraint until you get to goodbye. I've got 3 lives, so if I die here, it's no big deal. Unluckman is Cutman, I believe. Cuts. Good evening! Good evening, Anochi. Oh, I forgot about this. I could just die right here. Two HP and a prayer. Oh no! Yep. That's fine. What a ton of piano arrangements for the entire soundtrack. The first game currently. We're in the second one. Oh, nice. Nice. I can just go ahead and switch to him now since I'm not up there. I bet these would sound great on piano. Okay. Yeah. Well, most of like the big bosses you could just get through with the pause trick, but I know for Wily you can just oh, he walked right into it. The absolute fool. Piano didn't lunchroom. I'll have to look that up. Ooh. We got it. It's about how all of my attempts last night went. It is rough. It takes some practice. Once it kind of clicks and you've gone through it enough, like you sort of sort it out. The most important thing, which this is, I'm sure you already know this. The most important thing in any of the games is the order you play them in and when you get the weapons. That score. So like if you want some of the Big Man tunes are there. Ooh, okay. I do. I don't know if we're in any of the same Discord servers because I haven't seen your name before. I do have a Twitter account. My DM should be open on that. That's probably the best way to send me stuff because I can't. Posting links is turned off in the chat. Iceman. Yep, Iceman. Fireman's an interesting boss that plagued me a lot when I was young. And the secret to Fireman is that he shoots as much as you do. Learning how, watching you figure out how to order myself. I hope it's helpful. Oh! Gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker than that. You gotta shoot these guys in the head. That sounds worse than it is, but if you shoot their body, their head will float around and they're a pain. But if you shoot their head, they just kind of break. Unlike other Mega Man games with water, there are no water physics. So it's not like a Bubble Man stage where you get the weird jumping and stuff. Seeing is the art new I developed stream adapts. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Well, like I was saying earlier, a lot of it is just the hardware, which just is true for a lot of NES games. A lot of the advancement, you know, some of it is, and not to like discount this end of it, but some of it is just people's familiarity with coding for the hardware improved over time. But a lot of it is they started using mapper chips that enabled them to have more tile sets to swap between, do different tricks with that to have more advanced graphics on the screen. Music was a big thing, although that's primarily in Japan. Couldn't tell me that during my playthrough. I missed a lot of your playthrough. Oh! Alright. What bomb kills these guys? There we go. You can just magnet beam your way out of this. I like these puzzles, but they can be tricky. These ones aren't as difficult. Check, they've never made a first-person Mega Man game. They have the base with the Metroid Prime games. Yeah, the closest they got was the third-person Mega Man Legends games. Although, it's not strictly speaking a Mega Man game, but the Adventures of Tron Bonne has some first-person segments, but that's like a real different sort of game. I was happy with the third-person Mega Man games. A first-person would be fun, too. There are, weirdly enough, some Doom wads out there that are Mega Man Doom, which are very weird. Actually, I think someone made like a whole game out of that. That started as just like a Doom wad. But yeah, I'm surprised too. I'm disappointed they never followed up Mega Man Legends 2. And at this point, I feel like I wouldn't be happy if they went to a 3 because I don't feel like any of the right people would be involved anymore. More than satisfied with 2D Mega Man. I like 3D Mega Man if you're actually in 3 dimensions like Mega Man Legends. I love those games. Really enjoyed them. They're a different sort of game, but I really enjoyed them for what they were. When you try to do this in 3D, I'm not a huge fan of that. We're gonna kill this thing. Try to anyway. All right. All right, what do we got here? Where I gotta go with these? Up there. Jump up. Okay. Nope. If you time it wrong, it just pushes you off. You like the Battle Network games? I mean, Mega Man as a kid, never got a chance to play the originals growing up. I did not play a lot of the Battle Network games, but I have I've picked them up on the collections now, and I'm looking forward to checking those out. There we go. I heard a lot of good things, and I missed out on them. It's okay. We are okay. Ooh. Take me up. Take me higher. Just gotta wait. There we go. Can I get it? Oh, I can't get it. But I can get these. Not that I need bomb, but waste not, want not. Yeah, those are. That's kind of stressful. There's far worse. But those were pretty bad. Oh, I should have jumped when I had the chance. Which is when he was jumping high. If they don't give you the tall jumps, good night. Give me some good stuff, Pangans. At least these don't leave like huge, massive explosions like the other ones. I always thought it was funny in Mega Man 2 how there isn't an ice robot, but Flashman stage has ice physics. It's slippery for unknown reasons. All right. Yeah, I'd like to check out Mega Man Battle Network. They find out, if you put propellers on things, most stuff will, at least for a short distance. So we're gonna use the pause trick on this bad mamma jamma. Watch his health just bleed out. Didn't even land a hit. Didn't even get a chance. It's a little bit irritating, but it works. It varies what this works on. If you're playing on a legacy collection, on any of the systems, or an emulation. I know on Meson, I think that sounds from MESEN, which is the emulator I use when I want to emulate stuff. It does work on that, but some emulators don't. Some emulators, the pause trick does not work. And some of the legacy collections, it does or does not. So it's kind of hit or miss. If it doesn't work, well, he's still weak to Elect Beam. Subscriber 201, hey, Gino World! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. There's always an ice level in 8-bit. There always has to be. Cabral 64, didn't know I need an adapter. You need an adapter? What do you need an adapter for? It should. Oh, is it because it's the Switch? I think if you plug it in USB, I don't know if you prefer wireless. I thought that came with one, but I guess the one I got is I've just used for the Switch. If you have, oh man, I don't know. If you have Bluetooth, it should work with that. Otherwise, it should work over USB. It's not wireless. What kind of adapter do you need for it? Or did you get the one that was made for the N64? Because they have a USB version. But I think the USB version was wireless. It works, it works. That's right. That's right. Ooh. Man, you're not having great luck with that stuff, man. I know you're having like a lot of trouble getting a keyboard that worked for you. And now you're getting jinked by the controllers. I hope it can get sorted. I hope you can return it. And then get a different version of it. I don't know why I'm looking. There's only Fireman left. Fireman is not too difficult of a boss because his attacks are basically in response to yours. And so you can like jump like that. You hit like attack and jump at the same time. You may have to adjust the timing somewhat, but you can jump over his attacks and get a shot off. But if you just sit there and try and pound shots, he will fire as many shots in return. He won't be able to jump over them, so it can get tricky for that. Oh! If you're having trouble with the timing of the fire blocks, assuming you have gone through Iceman prior to this, you can freeze them with the ice beam, which will keep them frozen for a decent amount of time, and I will use that a little bit here. But you got to be careful, like with this. Also, in the first Mega Man game, if you switch weapons, if you go into this screen, he will automatically start out not holding onto the ladder. He'll just fall. Call it a firefight. Fighting fire with fire. Indeed. The same price if I buy an adapter anyway. Ah, okay. So I don't know if the other Mega Man games do it, but if you're like down at the bottom and you switch, you may find yourself falling back to an area that is more of a pain. All right, well, didn't get that one, but that's fine. Oh, slippery. Learn the ladder swap the hard way. Yeah, it throws it. You wouldn't expect it to do that, so it'll throw all people off, especially if because like I said, I don't think the later games do it. So if you're coming at it having played the later games first, which a lot of people did, because the first one I know a lot of people didn't play, that I knew a lot of people didn't have it. They just had the second one, and so we had never experienced the first one, and it made it very weird going back. It's like, why are there only 6? Why are there only 6 robot masters? Yeah, I should have just waited for them to go away. Yeah, it's a lot of oddball stuff like that. Still? Okay. Started with 2. Don't recall the ladder fall being a thing. I don't think it is. I don't think it is in 2. Yep. 2 is when they started using the mappers, and they had gone through. From what I remember, they weren't even going to originally make a second one. Like, Capcom was not going to greenlight a second one. And the people behind the game were like, we'll make it our own time. And it was very successful. And then they're like, you know what? Why don't you make a third one? Using this new mapper. By that point, some of the original team had left, so they had difficulties. A lot of it too is like you have to move quick on stuff, but you want to be careful too, which is tricky. Because if you wait, you can quickly find yourself in a bad situation, but if you rush into it, you can find yourself in a worse situation. But a lot of it just comes from experience. This is how games of the time were mostly about learning the rooms, learning where everything is, and then coming in. And it does require you to die a lot. So these explode like Bomb Man's bombs. They have a big area where they will blow up. So you got to be real careful with them. The command is essentially a controlled aggression game. And just kind of trick that guy into exiting this plane of existence. Not this guy, though. But you don't even need Iceman for beating Fireman. See, these, it's like, if you know what you're up against, then your best bet is to just, like, book it through. Rather than wait for them to, like, come down and see where they land. Trick with these things is just to kind of get used to where you need to stand to not get shot with them from the angle. Becomes essential for later stages. But ironically, the bosses in Mega Man 1 are probably the easiest bosses. Not just because of the pause trick. Man, it's a puzzle game disguised an action game. Yes, we called them the jumping puzzles back when I was a kid. Mega Man X is the real action game. Yeah, Mega Man X is the real evolution of where Mega Man was going. But the original Mega Man games, a lot of it is like you're solving a puzzle of navigating the space. And Mega Man X is like blast through this, just shoot them. Hit the enemies in corridors before the boss fight. They don't do it from I remember. I know 2 doesn't do it. They don't do it in any of the other ones. You get a short corridor and that's it. It's good and bad. It's both good and bad. It's nice for some of the enemies because you can farm them for health, or if you use a bunch of item, you can farm them for item energy. But otherwise, it's just like you're just delaying the inevitable at this point. But some of them are nice. I don't like these turrets because I can't kill them as quickly. I just wasted a shot, but it's fine. Yeah, and I died. After talking, I'm like, it's not that tough. I should get my timing down. And of course, it starts you right in that range. Also, with Mega Man games, you're gonna die. And then you rinse and repeat. And eventually, you get through it. Or you leave. Frustration. Why weren't you giving me this before? The finer, but he absolutely did. Oh! Not helping that. I'm getting impatient with it. There we go. It is tricky timing. So that is my recollection. The timing is particular because if you time it correctly to his attacks, the fire that's on the ground will go away before you land. But if you time it improperly, you land on them, which is what was happening to me. We'll have another shot at him because, of course, they repeat. Made him chill out. That's right. Dr. Wily, or Man, as I like to refer to him. Although there's a lot of speculation I've seen on the internet as to whether or not Dr. Wily is still alive as the series goes on, or if he's been replaced, or has replaced himself with the robotic Dr. Wily. Who knows? Oh, I hate these things. You need them to do the big jump so you can get under them, but if they don't, well. Oh! Where's my life at? Not great. Not even a scratch on him. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that sliver of well-being. All right, this is good. It's a good time for this. Look like he would come up with a theory relatively. Nope. Nope. I think I'm just gonna take some damage here. Nope. You gotta get just right. Nope, not that. I'm rusty. Give me a sec. I might not even be able to do it from this high. There we we go. It's very, very tight timing on that. Smell laws or products state that Wily couldn't harm humans. Future Mega Man predicament popular robots in the future. There are a lot of robots, but also like the 3 laws only work if people actually use them. And you know, it's entirely possible that people are just like, nah, we don't need that. Also, even in Asimov's time, like that stuff had problems. All right, so this is a good farming spot. If you don't die from them, if you're not solo, you die from them. I'm gonna get rid of these. Because these things keep spawning. You just gotta get the cadence down for them. Because that one absolutely will like jump in at you. They have quite a reach. And you get like weird slowdown during this. Dr. Light does not believe in Asimov's laws. That's right. Dr. Light and Dr. Wily are like, laws are optional. The law is optional here. They did not pay for the full suite there, so they didn't get all of the laws. I think they only got like 1 law. And they're like, it's probably fine. Our construction robots are killing us. Oh, maybe we should have put something in there. You hold right and up on the top right corner and grab the ladder at the bottom of the room. Oh no, he got through. He slipped through my impenetrable defenses. Just see when I get there. We'll be here for a little bit. I don't know what is in the next room. It's a yellow demon first, right? Then there's a bubble thing somewhere, from what I remember. Yuri! No, you take the Dr. L. Or Dr. R, depending. There's a character in the Battle Network series that is kind of a Dr. Light character, whose name spelled out, I want to say in kanji, can be read as right and right light. So it references both readings of Dr. Light's name, which I thought was a neat little addition. It's like the Hikari something. Bad dad joke. Are there any good dad jokes? That is kind of the thing with the dad jokes. They're all the particular flavor of bad. Matt left? Oh no! I'm gonna be very confused. Unless you meant the room that I'm already in. In which case, I mean, I can come back. I don't sometimes forget how much of a delay is on the chat, and I'll see something. Someone would be like, turn left here. And it's like, they probably went turn left 30 seconds ago. All right, I'm not gonna hold out hope for a one up there. Hold left and up, top left corner. You can grab the ladder at the bottom of the room. Okay. Ah. Aho! Little screen warping there. Thank you for the tip. Oh, these guys. And then these particular jumps. Don't hit the spikes. Do I have anything? Do I care about guns? I don't really care about guns. Might as well juice up on that. Defy physics. You can do it in Cutman stage 2. I vaguely remember that, but never think to try that stuff. Alright, this is Magnet Man. Nope. Fun bit with these, you can make them. Oh. Nope. As long as you want. Because it only, from what I remember, it only uses the energy when you're holding when you press the button, or when you hold the button down. I forget exactly how it works. Oh, I should have switched to elect beam. This is a pain. All right, here we go. Let's see how many times if I live through this or if I die. Because the first thing you got to do is survive this. And if you get these jumps wrong, guard your ears. All right, you only get the one shot. If you time it right, you can do it with less shots. Oh. And there we go. Pause and unpause, and he's dead. Make sure you unpause, because it'll keep doing stuff. But I lived. Elect beam is still good with that either, but if you fight that guy normally, it just takes a long time, and you increase your chance of dying. You can. It is beatable. It is beatable. Yo, Kaiju! What's happening? Welcome in. Sometimes it's best to just leave. Getting eaten up here. I can't quite make it off of this. Oh, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. Find yourself in a bad situation like that, and it just all goes wrong. Having a hard time, so I'm pitching a tent. Why, Brahma? What? The ones that start out below you always give me trouble. We're doing okay here. Who is first? I think Cutsman is first. So I think we're okay. There's a false floor. Oh no! Sad old Cutsman. It can seem worrisome if you're like, well, Cutsman's weakness is Gutsman. Gutsman needs blocks to throw, and it's like, no, he's just weak. No save states. I have no hit with the first two games. Nice. No, nothing wrong with using the save states. No hit is very impressive. Very impressive. We just got done with work. It's going good here so far. We're getting through this game. I'm doing my usual where I can't split my attention between the game and this because then I end up walking off the side. With a no. I don't think I've ever said shut up for Henmo. But no doubt that is someday coming. Nope. Alright, so Luckman, which is Cutman. You. There we go. It's irritating that they kind of boomerang around, but the fun bit is that he will often just go straight into him, so it's not that bad. Stage here was absolute hell to do, especially after the part with the elf man. Oh yeah, yeah. This part here, I can never find a good spot. Like in earlier areas, I can find an area to stand, but that section right there always gets me because like I'm never in the right spot and I always get hit with it. All right. You use Electman to, because the beam shoots up and down and side to side, you can use Electman to get through these. Depending on how many lives you have, it might be worth using the magnet beam to get over there, but there's spikes waiting for you at the bottom, if I remember properly. So, yeah. So if you mess it up, you're just gonna lose a life. So it's kind of a trap. Train while stopping, work like a charm. If you stop me with some cycle, it's all right. Sometimes your best bet is to not think, is just to run. And never look back. Oh, let's hoping for some life. Okay, this section is definitely like, just leave. Because if you just drop the ladder and go, you usually make it through that section with the guns without getting hit. Force jump the hell out. All right, this is your holographic clone. My health is very low here. Come on. Yeah, you got me. The pause trick doesn't work as well on him, in all honesty. Ooh! It starts you in such an unfavorable place. This is the later games don't do that. If you use super arm, he will not attack. Well, I think if you use super arm, like, I don't think there's anything to attack. I think that's the thing. I'm giving this a shot. Because without a block there, you can't really do much. Yeah, my health was just too low. Try and cheese some extra hits out of him here. Getting some. I'm basically only getting like one extra hit there. And that's it. Firestorm does more damage. Jump forward or back. I usually just use the elect or just cycle through any kind of stuff till I find something that works. I have to try Firestorm to come back to him again. The only time I use Firestorm, I think about it, is the end. It's like the Wily stage. That's about the only time I actually use it. I love that. It starts you right underneath that thing. Like, guaranteed hit right there. Whee! I don't know if I ever used the super armor against this thing. I think I always just ended up shooting it. Not that that worked amazingly. But I know that there's only, what, 3 or 4 blocks in there. You couldn't drop any health? Really? No health for me. But I also think that was because I would lose count. And I was like, I don't remember how many are left. And it was over. Oh, okay. There's a little bit of health. It's those point balls. The point balls throw up the whole item distribution. Even at the end, even at the very end of it. Oh, I'm... Bro. Yep. Took too many hits. You know, this calls for turbo. There we go. I remember that anytime I had beaten this in the past, which was many years ago, I just kind of muscled through it. I don't know if I ever figured out how to dodge them. But I was aware, like, oh yeah, you can throw the blocks at them, but there's only so many of them. And so I would just like, I would get so pressured by it, like, okay, it's time to go. And then I'd end up killing them all without using any of the blocks. And that's not like a brag. It would take me forever. And it's not because I'm good. It's just because I was stubborn. Oh! And then I'd go through it again and be like, all right, here, we're down to the last. Wait, how many did I kill? How many are left? Is this it? I'm like way more afraid of using up the last of those than I should be. Because also, if I remember correctly, oh, this part. If I remember correctly, if you die, those blocks don't respawn. Which comes in handy for a similar mechanic in the second one, where you need crash bombs to break these walls. And if you die, I believe the walls stay destroyed. And Jum is more stubborn than you all. I'm extremely stubborn. They, in fact, do not respawn. Yeah, so that... I need to stand right here-ish. Nope. Nope. Every time I'm like, I remember where to stand, and I get shot in the face. All right. This I remember, and this has an item, and I need to look this up. I don't know if anybody knows the name of this item. It only appears in this game, although it appears in other different games. It only appears in the Mega Man game. Yashichi. Recovery item refills health and energy of all weapons. And Mega Man 8 is given by the Rush Charger, commonly seen easy mode in Mega Man 10. So it was here at the Shuriken that nobody could tell me what it does. Yeah, it recovers all of your health and all of your weapons. But yeah, I was the same way. I get it. Like, what do I get? What do I get here? which is kind of important to know because you've got this section here and you have to decide whether or not you want to get it. Nope. Nope. Ah, damn it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I tried. There's no going back. There's no going back on that. I didn't intend to go on the ladder. It was a D-pad snafu. Because you really can't go back for that. So I'm gonna get that one up, which will help with the last bosses that I probably don't really need it on, but it actually won't really need anything from that, so we can just avoid it probably entirely. You know that platform that comes back and jump on the one up? Yeah, I just always mess it up, but I'm trying to get all the way over. I'll try it again, even though I don't need it really. I'll try to get the one up just because I want to try to get it. Ooh, don't walk off of there, Mega Man. Watch your footing there. The nice thing with this is like they just give you. Okay, I'm just gonna mess that up. Now I need that one up. Now I'm getting so antsy I'm making dumb mistakes. Which happens. Oh, you see that one up just drifts away. Oh, my face. I'm just not being careful anymore. All right. Cool off, Jum. Cool. Cool off, Jum. Gotta stay frosty. Really likes to keep you waiting. I'm just leaving. Can I get this guy without totally beefing it? Because this is fire, right? I believe. No, this is bomb. What's good against bomb? I mean, I know I just shot him before. He has a weakness, doesn't he? Is it fire? Is fire his weakness? There we go. It is. And then we got, I want to say Iceman and Guts. So I think we're okay here. Or Fireman. I already did Iceman. Wow, my count is like way off. There we go. Finally get the timing down. Some guts. Who am I? No, this is him. There we go. Oh, geez, are you kidding? Just kind of stuck there. All right. Oh, it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right in my face. I lived. Oh, he's not getting damaged at all. Oh, such a bad start. All right. Bomb man. Then fire. Then ice, then guts. Yeah, I gotta move out there is the thing. All right. There's the timing. It didn't help that I got whacked in ice after killing Iceman. There we go. Perfect. I'm also hitting the wrong thing. But whatever, we got him. All right. There we go. Pause trick works on that too. Pause trick works great. No lives. Threading the perfectly. I've just got it. Just got it. You'll never see that precision platforming from me again. What's up, Sky? Welcome in. All right, let's charge up our fire, I believe. Let's see, I may have to go back a little bit, but that's fine if I can live through this. Yep. just from like the fragmentary hit from him was like, nope, that's it. Which is fine. All right, he left. No, it's fine. Get there with a little bit more life and I don't know why I thought that would work. Ugh. This isn't helping. About done with Mega Man 1? Yes. No! I was too busy paying attention to the Magnum Beam. I stopped paying attention to anything else. Whee! All things considered, I'm pretty satisfied considering how long it's been since I played any of these. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what would be considered the worst. Maybe it is the worst. Ugh, my face! It'd be worth it if I can get this stuff. Super Hemo do these games to be given a due playthrough. Do it. Join us. Join us. Not anytime soon. Dang it. Whoa! It just blasted me into outer space there. I don't even know if this is worth risking it. It's worth it. Oh, just can't get off the ladder. He's just tantalizingly close, just hanging on there. There we go. There we go. I feel better. Do. Yeah, I know. Firestorm Phase 1. I like man weapon. Yep. That's the same thing I do. Same deal. I get up close, and maybe my health was just too low to tank it. But I get up close because like the beams around it do more damage that way. But you got to have the health to pull it off. Be nice to have some health. Perfect. One shot. You love to see it. I love to see it. Lollipop. Oh, Lollipop Chainsaw. Did they remake that, or is it just like a remaster? Use pause trick phase 2. Wait a few seconds before running. Otherwise, it's harder to time each hit. I see. There we go. Took a little bit more health than I intended. Remaster. If it's moddable. Oh, per Henmo, I know exactly what you're going for. Do I have the health for this? Otherwise, I'll just come back. Because I got lives. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Health just absolutely... Yeah, and I died. Not enough health. Not enough health. Or not dodgy enough is the second thing. Which is probably what I'm getting too anxious. Do. Get him. Oh my gosh, they didn't do it. There we go. There we go. I thought that last one was gonna be it. Using Legacy? Nope, this is an NES. This is a front loader NES. It has been modified with a RGB output, but it's still the actual hardware. I try to use the real hardware as much as possible. Nice to know. Thank you. Could have been better. Could have been fun. Right. Oh, don't worry. No worries. Mega Man has ended the evil domination of Dr. Wily and restored the world to peace. However, the never-ending battle continues until all destructive forces are defeated. Fight, Mega Man, for everlasting peace! Not Metal Man game? That's basically it. Yeah. We will watch the credits, even though it's sinking time. Even though most of the developers at the time were not allowed to use their actual name, which is why you get, like, some of them have them, but I think the sound designs by, like, Yuki-chan's papa. Tompan! Enough, King. Enough! I like how it transitions in. I love the sunset. Sunrise to sunset, the whole changeover there. You know, all he changes back into rock. Playthrough I did speed run at first, slow down towards the end. Ooh. It's no shock. People can get through this much quicker than I. My two biggest weaknesses are, one, I'm not always the greatest. I get impatient. And two, I stop and talk, because if I try and talk and play the game at the same time, especially if I need to read chat, I just get annihilated. Turbo was at 3-frame delay. Now on. Ooh. Yeah, I use a retro bit. I forget, was the Origin 8. But I also have, they're slightly less reliable just from their age. The Sansui Joy card that also has a selectable turbo. Although it doesn't seem like it actually changes it up that much. Super weird Mega Man 11 where they just call him Mega. Yeah, they kind of gave up. They kind of gave up, like, wait. On the one hand, like, I like Mega Man. I like the name. I like the names of the characters. But as it goes on, you get stuff like Proto Man. He's blues, which is weird because he's red, but it's blues like the music. But no, we can't have that. We can't have that. All school helmet. Thank you. I constructed it myself by carving out a large soup bowl. I made it myself with little blender. But yeah, when your head is big and shaped as weirdly as mine is, like, it's hard to get. It's hard to make it look like the actual Mega Man helmet, which probably helps me avoid lawsuits. Capcom gave up on Mega Man. Harlan Jump gave up on my chats. Never surrender. Yeah, Capcom's like a lot of companies. I just need to change the game over here. No, I don't. Jim give him just pretty damn hard. More or less. Yeah, the Capcom's like a lot of companies like Konami in the same boat. They moved on to other stuff and they kind of lost sight over what people wanted from them, what they were really good at. But a lot of it's like people left. They chased after other stuff. First time this game should be about 6 minutes without loops. It's good. It's good stuff. Loops just under 12. They're very straightforward. Now, once you get to Mega Man 2, they're able to use larger program sizes and put some other stuff in there. I think Mega Man 3 is where the music like really just kind of blows up. But Mega Man 2 is like super classic to me. All right, let's get Mega Man 2 up. No, that's Mega Man 1. What happened? What happened? I hit the wrong button. That's the thing. Just 16 songs for the first game. That's surprising. Well, actually, that's a little bit more than I would have thought, but I guess there are quite a bit of background levels. Mega Man 2 Super Mario Bros. 3 is my most played NES game, easy. I played so much of this game as a kid. Mostly because like I didn't have it, but my friends did. They'd bring it over all the time. We'd play through it. This opening is like, this opening is a perfect example of what a good like teaser trailer would be. If you want to get people hyped for a game, if you want to get people psyched, this is how you would do like a teaser trailer. Like, learn from this. And this is just the opening. I've experienced speedrunning this one. I've done casual plays a while ago. I've played this one a lot, but just casually. I never really did a lot of tried a lot of glitches. A lot of things I didn't learn about until like way later. But I know there's like skips you can do by triggering certain things and shoving yourself into the boss door and getting warped straight to Wily's area, which can be bad depending on what bosses you've already beat. Because I don't think it just gives you the weapons. I think you just get sent there with whatever you already have, which can leave you with nothing. But I know there's some stuff that I never really tried, because I found out after I had kind of put it to the side, like things like weapons that don't drop an energy bar every time you shoot it, like the metal man's blades, the metal blades. You can shoot 3 of them before it drops. On the 4th one, it drops. So you can shoot 3 and then pause and like just up and down, go, switch to a weapon and switch back to it, and you'll never lose energy. But it is a pain because like every 3 shots you gotta pause and do all that stuff. But you can conserve your energy that way. But it only works with stuff that has to fire more than once to diminish the energy. Because I think like the crash bombs, you lose 1 per, or more than 1 per. Doing the glitches in the second, do early magnet beam pause glitch for the first. Even if you're playing it straight, like I feel like you should always use the pause if you can in the first. But I don't know. I've always used it, and it would be weird for me to play without it. It's like watching Akira without the original bad English dub. Yeah, there's better, but like that's just what I'm used to. Yeah, like for an NES game, from 1989 in the US. Helmet back on and get rolling. Panel covers did the opening title, password, and stage select so far. Currently working on Flashman. Oh man, Flashman's good. All of this stuff is good. Like I'm a terrible judge of it, I'll say, because I've played this so much. Like, this was my childhood, playing this game over and over again. And a friend of mine's older brother copied me a cassette tape that he had recorded of all of the stage music from this game. Because back then, it's like, we couldn't get a soundtrack. You could just go on the internet. Internet didn't exist. So he had gone through the whole game, and he would record cassettes and then carefully edit them the manual way by dubbing back and forth just the songs out. So he had cassettes of soundtracks of games. And I got him to make me a copy of Mega Man 2, and I would listen to Mega Man 2 in the cassette deck in my car when I was older and driving. But I kept that tape forever. I was like, man, this music is so good. Mega Man, Metal Man first. I like Airman first, but Metal Man's usually second. I like Airman first. It's just a good warm up. A lot of people don't like Airman. I don't remember having too much difficulty as I die immediately. This is one of those times where I get myself stuck because I don't move quickly enough. If you're fast, you can just blaze through these things. You can also, if you're good, jump over those spikes. Different route, yeah. I know a lot of people like Metal first. It's different from when I was a kid that people didn't do Metal Man straight out the gate and use Metal Man for just about everything, because I think a lot of us didn't realize that just about everything was weak to Metal Man. I probably did Metal Man first because I like the design of, or Airman first because I just like the design of the character more than any tactical reason. But now I find it like it's a good warm-up for other stuff because there's not a lot of weird tricks in this like other stages have. And there's no E-tanks to miss, I don't think. Yeah, there's no E-tanks on the stage. So like I don't have to worry about missing anything straight out the gate. But Metal Man is a good start because Metal Man is very doable with just the normal. Oh, I may have caused myself some grief here with the timing on these drills by delaying. There we go. I clench up a little bit every time I gotta make jumps like that. You get these birds. Those birds, depending on what weapons you already have, those eggs that launch those little birds can be really good things to farm because they all drop stuff. They can also just be a real pain. So usually better off just shooting the egg before it hatches. But if you're good, you can get a lot of stuff out of the birds, the little birdies. Mega Man is a Chad. Mega Man is a Chad. What's up, Isaac? Missed some stuff. Wait a second, Airman first. Yeah, he's fine. Lucky head start for you, I died. Oh no. Well, I may join you soon. Love the music that Airman birthed. There we go. Seems worse than it is. You can do that without taking damage, but I can't. I just tank it and blast away. There is a good reason to do Airman earlier because you get item 2, which can help with some other stuff, but you don't have to do them first. It doesn't happen like immediately. Can you stream my favorite Mega Man game, Battle Network? Play third one first. I will stream it eventually, but I would start with the first one. I generally always start with the earliest ones before I get to it. So I will get to the third Battle Network eventually, but it'll be a while. It'll be a while. But I'll make sure it's on my list. There's a chance where Airman decides you get hit. Yeah, he can be unfair. I should race some time for fun. Maybe after this stream, I will commit to that. We'll see how I do. If I do absolutely miserably, then that would be out of it. So much trauma resolved with one stream of bullets. It's funny to me because like I never had a ton of trouble with Airman, but he always is like this terrible rep. And I guess I've just gotten lucky because I get in there, I'm like, well, he's done with. I just like the design. I don't know why. I like his design because he looks very different from everybody else. Right, so Meta Man is another one you can take on with just the base blaster. Look at that background. Upgrade from the first one. All these moving backgrounds. So there's our first E-Tank. I want to say you can have a max of 4 E-Tanks. You can hold a maximum of 4, which is important if you get to a point where you're finding E-Tanks and you already have 4. Don't time these wrong or you'll walk into the spikes. You'll think you're fine and you'll get stabbed in the corner of your head. You can speed through these or you can slowly crawl through them. They generally won't appear like right under your feet. So as long as you're careful, you can go through, and they're good pretty much in all the areas where they appear to farm. But it's irritating the first time through if you don't know that you could just, you know, push yourself forward. You may find yourself stuck there. You can just gradually advance. Oh, I didn't get that. M3 later game, usually cap at 9. Yeah, and I think it's just like 100% because of the graphical limit on this. Because there simply isn't room for more than 4 of those dots. And they didn't account for that. The one up there, but I don't think, no. If I was still on that platform, I could have possibly jumped over there, but it's fine. Woo! There is a second E-Tank on this stage, but I think these E-Tanks are fairly obvious. Shoot those guys as quickly as possible. That's the only advice I have on that. Because they are a pain to try and dodge. And if you shoot the guy on top, it'll roll slower. But I usually shoot the wheel first. Because depending on the height, I might not be able to reach him. What I like about this game, in games of its ilk, is that it doesn't explain stuff so much. All right. This is kind of wasteful, but this is how I do it. RNG would be the last robot master standing. It doesn't have to be Mega Man. It could be anything different. Ideally, something one of us isn't good at. That sounds kind of one-sided, but I get what you're saying. Anniversary release: if you change weapon and menu at the same time or close, you will get a graphical issue with the bars. Ooh, depending on the weapon. Get this E-Tank. I don't think I need that for anything this stage. Heatman, it comes up. There is like a jumping puzzle in the Heatman stage that I just do not like to engage with. Oh! And I've always just gone straight to using that item. On bubble now? Ooh. Moving right along. I forget what order you said you're on, but surely that is further than... Alright. You stay close to him. At least this is how I play him. I don't know if there's better methods. If you stay close to him, he's less likely to throw the blades. But if you get too far, he'll start throwing them. So it's a tough balance. You just stay on him. Stay on him and shoot him. That's what works for me. My French, I mean, either of us is good at. I was like, I'm pretty sure you mean that like neither of us is great at. But the way it was written, it was like, I only want to compete with if one of us is really bad, then the other one is sure to win. Like, oh, I don't think that's what he meant. Never done that Heatman stage legit. I'm sure I tried it a lot as a kid, and then someone said, why don't you just use this? And then I never went back. Metalman prefers social distancing. You're too close. You're too close. That's why he's jumping all around. He knows his weakness. It's like, I can't, I'm what is it? Far side. I can't see you when you get too close. I can't focus. I need my reading glasses. You have to stay at least 10 feet away from me. That's my bedtime saying because I don't stream tomorrow and stream is fun. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Don't stay up too late now. Don't stay up too late now. We'll do Crash Man, whose weakness is air, I believe. Metal? Flash is air. And I want Crash because there's some stuff in Flash. I think there's an E-Tank in Flash. And a Crash Man 4. We'll go Crash Man. Crash Man is the hardest. The Crash Man's okay. You can be a challenge. No, geez. I got paid to a bad start there. Yep. Yep. Get your timing right. Don't get wrecked by these guys. I was hoping to use them to recover some HP. Heatman is by far the worst for me. Yeah, Heatman's irritating. Heatman is last on my list. He doesn't take, if you got bubble, he doesn't take too much, these guys. I think just the right distance. 4 is the worst. I'm going to stick around and get some stuff from them. You gotta come down eventually. Give me some stuff. Give me some sugar. We're just gonna farm here for a minute. There's worse than this ahead, but oh, not right there. Ever found Heatman that hard? He's okay with bubble. His stage is a pain. I think more than he is. Perfect. There's like one of the Wily stages where these things come out that I remember being a huge pain. I think their positioning is different. The ladders. All right. Get 2. Turbo so up in 2 and compared to 1. Yeah. Open to 2 makes this stage joke. It does. But even before that, there's like other stuff going on with it. But that last section, if you try to engage with it normally, it's nightmarish. Maybe not nightmarish once you figure it out, but like I like those jumping block puzzles when I'm not over a pit of lava. Chat's blazing by here. Should be bubble skip. Nice, nice. I die a lot in Quickman's stage. Quickman's got the lasers, and you can, if you're good, get through it without freezing it with Flashman, which is good because you want Flashman, because you use Flashman and Quickman and just get in a good position to shoot him when he comes out. I don't never know how to get into that guy without just tanking it. So a bit of RNG here from what I remember. If the bird comes from the right, nope. I think it's once we get up here. Nope. Too high. Okay. Now hopefully the bird will keep coming from the right. Because then it just drops the egg off the side and you have to deal with those birds. But you do have to deal with the bird. You won't have to deal with the little birdies. Oh no! Use Metal Blade for this part. I just get through it normal like. Oh! Woo! As long as I can get the birds on the right side. We're doing this and finding that out. And do main puzzle during my no-hit with save states. Yeah, it's tough. Yep. Alright, can I just tank through? Oh! I don't want him to come from that side. I want him to come from the other side. Can you come from the other side? I don't think they will now. Because if they come from the other side, you'd be sitting pretty. Oh! Alright. I think we're good now. As long as we get through this quick enough. This is my recollection. I want it! Alright! Thank you, suckers! Perfect! Perfect! Alright, this guy should be metal, yep. Or this and finding that out. Yeah, I still remember getting, like, just walloped by those things. Am I wrong? Do I have this backwards? Is he air? He is air. I wrote my notes down wrong. Wrote my notes down wrong. I got him flipped with the next guy. I thought it was air, and I looked at my notes and I wrote down that. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm wrong. My technique, I don't know if this makes a difference, but I think it does. If you get right up on him and shoot it, then all 3 tornadoes get him. Otherwise, you'll do less damage and it'll take longer if you shoot from further away because the 3 tornadoes split off from that air beam. They may not get hit with all of them. It's kind of like the cheese in some of the newer stuff in Elden Ring. Like the perfume cheese, where it spits out a bunch of particles, and if you get right on them, then all of the particles will hit, and it will do insane amounts of damage. Triple penetrate with tornadoes. I don't know if I like the sound of that, but yes, that's exactly it. The speedrun strat. Ooh. The Japanese version a bit faster. Playing Mega Man, not Rockman. I haven't played, and I should, because I can now. I haven't played the Japanese versions of the Mega Man games, and I haven't really looked into a lot of what the version differences are. Because it was not uncommon for them to change the difficulty up or down for US release, or do some bug fixing. Alright, now we're on Flash. Flash should be metal, right? Flash is metal, right? I'm hoping I just flip-flop those two. This is the ice level. The neon ice level. This is some of my favorite right here. You go squish. So you can't pause or change your weapons while one of his bombs is out, which is rough. I don't need it. I might need it. No. Be nice if you heal me here. Which weakness is crash? That blade does almost as much damage as more spammable. Yeah. Well, it goes through the walls is one thing, and also a lot of besides the damage on it, a lot of it is its omnidirectionality, because you can not really omni, but you can shoot it diagonally. Just checking to see if I was going down the wrong way. I don't think so. Juice me up. Perfect. The stage was comfy. It's a nice stage. We'll get some jumping. Can I make these jumps? Whee! So I'm gonna use metal against this guy, just because I can direct it around. I use crash on Woodman. It can be tricky. Shabam! Just rip through him. Yeah, so Fire Demon, this is what I had mentioned earlier, is how when I was a kid and we would exchange, like, here's his weaknesses, we got probably from Nintendo Power what their actual weaknesses were, because everyone is weak ideally to one of the other Robot Master's attacks. But like years after the fact, I see people playing it like, just use Metal Man for like 90% of it. Like, what? Like, yeah, Metal Man, just everybody's basically, not everyone, a lot of them are basically weak to Metal Man. You could just use Metal Man. It's like, what? Really? And that just kind of took over. Or like, you know, that's how Metal Man became top of the list, because he's useful and he's so versatile and useful in so many things. We got item 3. Metal Man's weakness is Metal Man. Yeah, I find it hilarious because that's a one-shot kill, isn't it? That's so funny. That's so funny. All right, now we're gonna do quick, and this may be where it all falls apart. Quick double heat. Yep. I'll use Metal Man's power. Guilty of that. If it works, it works. You know, Capcom put it in there. Strong with spear versus no shield. Exactly. We're gonna get an extra life. Thank you. Yeah, I missed the E-Tank there, but I've already got 4 E-Tanks. I can't use it. Air Shooter quick, then half feature left on Time Stopper. I usually use Time Stopper first. And then Crash. Oh, that's what I've written down. I remember using that. I think this is my downfall. The 1-up icon changes color when you change weapons. Yeah, and that's not like a intentional. I mean, maybe it is, but it's not. I don't believe an intentional design thing. It's just due to the limited color palette, the limited amount of colors on screen. Is that just means they don't have to account for one extra color when you change. So it looks good. It's an effect that works well, but it's like a technical limitation that they're using. But it works. Might as well. Waste not, whatnot. 7 and 8, it's always blue. Yeah, because by that point, like, they no longer had that limitation. Ooh. But they should have. I mean, they should have kept it, because by then it's like that's what people expect. That's the expectation that we have. All right, here we go. Can I do it? Oh no, I'm too far. I know it's too far. It's not Ness at that point. Yeah, left it there. Future games brought it back for Xsun. I mean, there's a lot of cases of that where like, they brought him back. One of my favorites. Maybe this isn't directly comparable, but Toonami, or not Toonami, Crunchyroll, and I'm sure people have a lot of opinions on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll, I gotta pause this, prep myself for this. Crunchyroll posted a video on YouTube that was the opening theme from Gundam Wing. I think it might have been the second opening, and in the opening of the show, when it starts out, Hero is in it's either Wing or Wing Zero. And like the targeting, like the radar's going off. Beep, 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 beep. It makes a specific beeping noise. And when they first posted it, they just posted the song with the opening video, but they didn't have that beeps. And people complained so much that they re-uploaded it with the beeps, and it says in the title with beeps, because they recognized like people were so like, where are the beeps? It's not the same without the beeps. Hey, Pludsky, welcome. How's it going? Hellsing Ultimate favorite anime? I haven't watched all of Hellsing Ultimate. I watched Hellsing. I did like Hellsing. I read Hellsing too. I enjoyed that a lot. I should go back and watch that. I'm so behind on stuff. What's my favorite? Mega Man 2, Mega Man 6 for NES. Same. Somehow I didn't own when I was a kid the other ones, but I got 6, which is funny because by the time 6 came out, I think we were on Super Nintendo. But just be air. You're gonna win, Fire Demon. You're gonna win. But keep going. Oh! I'll use all my lives here. It's too soon to freeze either. I had 2 when I was young. Same. I didn't have it. My friends had it. I didn't get a copy myself until I was quite a bit older. But my friends having it meant I got to play it a lot. But also that I played it more than any of the other ones. Japanese name quietly translates to Fire Demon. Very nice. Ooh. Yes! Now we just have to not die. Sir, let me just blast right through you. So the trick with that, like, we always used when we were younger, was just to use Flashman to freeze it, but then you wouldn't have Flashman to use at the boss. Usually start with Flashman. That's not a bad place to start. That is one I've seen a lot of people use Flashman. Flashman stage is really cool. This is hard without freeze. It is. You lose a lot of lives on it. It gets real tricky because you have to know like where to turn before you drop in the next screen. You got to kind of plan it out. Flashman stage is probably my favorite music from this game. Yeah, it's so good. Flash is the first for item 1. Oh, I didn't know that. We're gonna flash this man. I shouldn't say it like that. That sounds really bad. Yep. The one downside of the strategy. There we go. It's tricky to hit, then you gotta wait for it to blow up. But if you get the timing right, if you can hit him quickly, it's just two shots of quick and he's gone. But I can see why people don't use it as much. Just got here, didn't realize you had it. I only saw the one page of your items. Oh, okay. Is he weak to Airman? I think he is, but I've never used it because the quick shots always got it done quicker for me. Like I use Flash to take down half his health, and I use the quick shots. But I know Fire Demon was saying to use Air, so I believe Air will also work on that. You could say it's quick. You could. Feels like Metal Blade has better ring special for the bird. I don't know. It might. Those birds have crazy RNG. Like if with the Metal Blade with the birds is like great farming for them. Like they drop a lot of 1-ups for whatever reason, but you get a much better chance. I don't know if it is I don't know one way or the other, but I don't think Metal Blade is better RNG. I think you're just rolling the dice a lot more because you're hitting more of them than you would normally. Quickman is usually one of the last ones I do. I used to hold off on Quickman because I was like super worried about those lasers. We're gonna do wood, then bubble, then heat. We're gonna use Crashman on Woodman too. We're gonna see if it works. If you can get the Crash Bomb to blow up on his leaf shield, he takes a bunch extra damage. Otherwise, you can go in, I think, with Airman and just stand right in his shield. Hello, bats. This stage has mid bosses. For some reason it feels like when I use Leaf Shield, it feels like less RNG. It might be. I don't know. I haven't seen that discussed. I always just took it as you're killing him a lot more. I never considered the Leaf Shield. Oh. All of these guys have a good place to stand. Let's see if I can remember where. All right, that guy's tricky. If you use Flashman in those, you can just bypass them completely. Also, the song slaps. This was my favorite as a kid, the Woodman. Definitely. Gotta go, maybe back. All right. Well, it's good seeing you. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you had a good time. Hope your run's going well, and hopefully we'll catch you again in the future. Flash, metal, bubble, wood, air, quick, crash, heat. Yeah, I always do Heat Man last now. Those bats are a big challenge. They can overwhelm you if you let them. But mostly because they're invulnerable until they drop down. It's trying to give it just a 10 out of 10. It is solid. I see a lot of people out there now saying that this is overrated. Which I don't really agree with. I think it's just people are like overcorrecting for the insane popularity of the game after the fact, but that's just me personally. But I think I see that with a lot of games now that were considered like the top for a long time, and now a lot of people are coming out like, you know what? Actually, these games aren't that great. I don't know. It's the whole reason the franchise exists. Exactly. My personal opinion, I think 3 does a lot right, but I also think 3 was the beginning of the downfall. And I think a lot of it's because a lot of people behind the first 2 games were gone and other people were stepping in. I think they're still good. I think they're still really good, but I don't think it ever gets to this height again. Your favorite shade of blue? You know, honestly, it depends on the context. I'm partial to the lighter shade of blue, just going up with what's on screen, because I don't know a name for any of these. The lighter shade of blue of Mega Man. Unless it's like a car, then it would be the darker blue. Because I don't like the lighter colors. But if I'm wearing a shirt, it would be the lighter blue. Mega Man blue is blue. Oh, they got me. They got me with his carrots. Cerulean. That is true. That is a blue. Give me the health. Give me the money, dude. Yeah, Metal Man. Really good attack. Just by virtue of being able to angle it like that. Back. All right. Kira Kudamura did leave halfway into Mega Man 3's production. And if when he put 3 on his back, I said 3 is really good. It's got some weird graphic glitches, but that's just a tech thing. I don't hold that against the game. I don't think it never quite hit the same. It never quite hit the same after that. But I remember 3 being like really hype. But that's the last time I remember Mega Man on the NES being like really hype. Because 4 came out and it was a lot of more. And it just didn't push it the same. 3 pushed a lot further than this game with the dock bosses, with the big boss at the end. This is still my favorite, but I'm really you know, it's the word I'm trying to think of. I'm biased, super biased, because I was very young when this came out and I played so much of this, and I played a lot less of the later ones. 3 is just, it was in development hell. Yeah, 3 was pushed out real quick. Change of director. They were changing. I keep seeing YouTube griping. Let me know if you experience buffering or anything. I'll see what I can do about it. Sometimes YouTube complains at me and then it's nothing. But they're changing to new mapper chip, which caused a lot of issues. Cousin had 3 and lived next door, so I played it 2 back then. My friends had it, and I borrowed it for a little while, but I didn't get a chance to play it as much. There's like this very narrow window of time where I got to really, really enjoy games. Buffering? All right. There we go. So I was talking about, if you time it right, if it hits the leaf barrier and blows up on that, if it hits him and blows up, it's a small explosion. And it does a little damage. If it hits his leaf shield and blows up, it makes that big explosion like Bomb Man's from the first game, and it damages him a lot more. So you can get through him a lot quicker. And you don't have to worry about him dropping that leaf shield. Let me see what's going on with this. Oh, you may see a connection drop. I'm just seeing my my connection. I think Wily not be the villain. Caustic Proto-Man at Mr. X. Yeah, but it always ends up being Wily. That's the rub of it. It always ends up being Wily. Send Ghost having two kinds of castles. Yeah, I mean they're trying to expand it and try something new, but I don't know how well it worked. Because every time they threw out a game and then was like, the boss isn't Wily this time. I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure it is. Which is the one with Mr. X. Is Mr. X 6? Because that was the game itself wasn't bad, but the premise of that was awful. That here's Wily with sunglasses. Like, it's not Wily. No, it totally is. It totally is Wily. So forming 4 through 6. Yeah, I think those are the weaker entries. I think 3 was really good, but like the internal turmoil over that really kind of caused issues, and it just didn't hit as well. We'll see when I get to it. I'm good. I would give my connection a chance. Yeah, now YouTube's complaining about it. Give my connection a chance to stabilize here. I may step and went back to the 1-2 where they know it's Wily. Totally not Hitler in Persona. Is there Hitler in Persona 2? That's crazy. Welcome back, Leather. All right, is this stabilized, or am I gonna have to do something here? Broke my homework. Break its back. Shatter it. I will be right back. I'm not gonna, it shouldn't end the broadcast. I'm gonna restart this because my connection is... Usually I'll take care of it. See if this comes back up normally, or if I have to go even further beyond. Well, my connection is really acting up. All right. Well, since it's normal time, I had to do it because I got a lot of viewers here. I'm gonna take a quick break. Try and restart this and get my connection back to stable town because it's flipping out on me, dripping up and down. And see if I can get this back to stable, and then I will be right back. Yeah. Well, I'm back. Hopefully. My connection is still... I love when I look at OBS and it tells me my bit rate, and it's where I set it, and then it's like it's trying to catch up. Just went ahead and beat Crash. Oh yeah, it's not fun. We both have 2 left. Who do you have left? Fire Demon? Hopefully I'm not muted. You can hear me. No, it should be. Flash and Quick. Ooh. Yeah, you may experience some buffering. I'm going to try and get through the rest of this game. I think my connection is just having one of its fits. Like it will behave stably and then it will just suddenly blow back down. Yeah, I'm on commodity cable out here. Doesn't always play nice with me. May the best win. Indeed. It won't be me. All right, let's go to Bubble Man. And I apologize for some buffering. If you drop it back a little bit, so there may be some delay on the chat messages if you drop back a little bit. Sometimes the internet just don't want to play, and this may just be one of them nights. I'm not pushing like a high bit rate either. That's what aggravates me. Like I'm well within the limits of my available bandwidth, and it's still like, I don't know. Well, that's funny. All right. Can I make it through this? What's funny is like YouTube's not complaining at me at all, but OBS is like crying crimson tears over here. This is excellent connection. These things drive me crazy. The trick with those, if you have trouble, Premo's over there with his gig upload speed. Yeah, because he's not trapped in the old US with our mostly garbage internet coverage. I sometimes have trouble with those falling platforms, and I found for me the trick is to get as far right as possible for the next jump. If you have to, you can't really readjust as much. Oh boy, here come the death spikes. See, now we got water physics. Extra life. And did Bubble Man skip for the first time? What's the Bubble Man skip? Is that the boss skip, or? I know there's a skip here, but I don't remember what it is. Because I never did a lot of like speed running stuff, so I usually played stuff through straight. Which usually means that I'm just unaware of some strategic skips you can do. The first spike room skip. Yeah, I don't know that one. All right, here's where we separate the wheat from the chaff. If I can get just the right timing, just the right button pressure. Not push forward too far. I'm doing all right on life. Thread that needle. It skips the first part until the vertical spike corridor. It's when you're not. Oh. I would like to skip that. Ooh. I was gonna say it was good until this frog just rocked me here. I know I should use stuff on them, but I never do. All right. It's one of those where it pays to wait a sec for the robo crabs to descend. because they like to drop down right where you want to be. Except for the end here. Never one in the end there. Okay. And Metal Blade is what I have written down here. I'm sure, I don't know if he's got like an actual thing. Cover coming soon. Surface pressure and soft plays. Under pressure. Boom, 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 boom. Lucky though, I just guessed what to press, but it was also looking at my positioning. That's how a lot of this stuff gets found. I love that, you know, you can still find that randomly in games. I don't know why I'm going diagonally here. Sometimes some trouble with the D-pads. I have and I don't know if it's just me. It's partially me because I'm not precise enough on the inputs on the D-pad. But I have so much trouble with controllers, modern controllers and D-pads, being way too loose on the directionals. Way too loose on like the diagonals, I mean. And I have a lot of stuff that like I will push left and feel like I'm just pushing left, but it's also slightly pushing down and the controller's just like, hey, it's down now. It'll be quick, man. Just beat Flash onto quick. Oh man, the heat is on here, literally. I think the Heat Man's just a giant robotic lighter. His music is also awesome. Good place to farm if you're missing some stuff. I was gonna say, if you hesitate, you get in trouble, but you still have to be in the right pace. And I was not in the right pace. Where I want, I can pump ice cream. Ooh. All right. Ooh! First try. So this section is so strange to me, but it can quickly go bad. And I'm trying to get a good setup with these guys here. So far, so good. So we can crash man. I think this is the one that's... It's okay. Except for that. Except for getting stuck waiting. And there is a health over there. I'm not going to get it. Okay. I always feel like I get these wrong. It's so weird that the walls drop items. Metal Blade. Metal Blade is good for those. I don't know why I'm not using it. Oh, I don't know why. That's the one. One, two, three. Pause, switch. 1, 2, 3. Pause, switch, and you'll never use them. I always end up using Crash Man on that section, and it feels like a total waste. Because I get to one that's like, oh, this is it. It's because the timing is so weirdly variable on them. As far over as possible. And we're just gonna item 2. And there we go. Yes, it does use a lot of it. Uses all of it. Did the laser second try. Nice. Nice. I was never brave enough to try those lasers as a kid, I can tell you. Thought I could get more distance. Could not. That's probably the first time I've tried the lasers straight. Choosing air shooters faster than air shooter than time stopper. Is it? I just like the mechanic of using the time stopper, but it sure is not fast. So if just using air is quicker, then yeah, nice. Then you're just trying to make it harder on yourself. I hardly turn off Metal Blade once I get it. And I didn't stage 2. I just like never really think to use it because none of the other games have it, and I'm just so used to like just jump and shoot and time the stuff though. And Wily none now. I'll let you catch up. It's very generous of you. I don't know why I fired that. Desk pop. Oh, he got me. I was not attentive. Shabam! Not too difficult if you're paying attention. Which I was not. Just like, may grind for lives. That's right. Jumping and shooting around here. That's how we do it. Yeah, that's just the funny thing. I can never use Metal Man a lot, even in stages where I'm not going to need it later. I never think about it. And invariably, someone's like, use Metal Man. I'm like, oh, shoots 8 directions, use hardly any ammo. Yeah. You know, in Mega Man, in this game, if you shoot 3 blades and then pause and like switch weapons, you don't have to actually unpause switch weapon, but just cycle through the weapons and then unpause, you'll never use ammo. You'll never use any energy off of it. Your weapon bar won't go down. It takes some tricky timing, but when you need a lot of it, that works for any weapon that doesn't deplete an ammo bar with a single shot. As long as you only fire it until the last shot before it would deplete an ammo bar and pause it, you can keep using it in perpetuity. And its boss fight is a cakewalk compared to a stage. Yeah, it's so goofy. He's so hilariously easy, unless you're just not attentive. Lives gained 0. Ooh. I rarely grind for lives because I usually just find them when I don't want them. Not when I don't really want them, you know what I mean? When I'm not looking for them. I'm just trying to kill an enemy and then a life drop's like, ooh, don't mind if I do. Alright, well, we'll see how we do here. Where are my lives at? I have picked up a couple. 2? Okay. Pretty easy ammo bar. Yeah, you get a lot. You get a lot out of that. It's very generous. I just learned that recently. I never used that when I was young. I didn't even know that was a thing. Favorite track in the game? It's so good, even if it's just a reprieve of the opening. The track's so nice they used it twice. Almost didn't make that one. Oh, I can never make that. All right. Winning trick is used in game. This most hype. It's like when the opening theme plays in an anime during an action scene. Stand still with the leaf shield and farm extra lives when those egg hatch. Oh, that's right. I should have done. I'm just impatient. My magnet fit into the... That's back. Yeah, I always think it can get across in the front, and you can go into it from the back. And then you just use an item to get back out. I'm always fooled into thinking like maybe I can get in there. You can't get in there. It tricks me every time. Nope. Not too much slide. I'll do the item. Tutor P glitch. Nope. I'm not super familiar with all of the... No! I never get that first try, ever. Drill's the Metal Man, another good place to farm. I don't know what the best weapon is. I usually just use the P-Blaster there. Yeah, I like the area for farming a lot. No! My reflexes! My jumping is failing me. There we go. That should not have been that difficult. See, this is where I usually see the extra lives when I'm killing these guys. Yeah, the problem was I was not hitting jump quickly enough. I was walking off before hitting the jump. This level gives me such anxiety because I'm afraid of, like, you have to jump. There we go. And the boss itself is like, oh my god, I need to put that flashing warning on here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I once made it to this boss, never could beat him as a kid. It's, you get in there with those get on top. You gotta, there's a bit of luck. You gotta make sure you're positioned right. It's not too finicky, but you gotta be positioned right on the top so that when he hits you, you fall off, and you just spam the quick boomerang, and you'll be okay. But getting over there is like, it's not too bad. It's the scrolling. It's the scrolling that gets it, because it throws the timing off, and he's knocking blocks out underneath you, and you have to wait for, you don't have to wait for the block to appear, but you have to time it right. And if your timing is off, you jump. Yeah, the panning. Yeah, that made me so nervous. And I'm like, I can, if I time it right, I can jump before the block's on screen, because otherwise you have to jump right when the block appears. Otherwise it might catch up to you. You actually have a decent window of time there, but like there's so many times where I jump too soon and just whoop. Just really got this far. When I did, I couldn't figure out how to hurt him while running away. Yeah, that about adds up. Skip mechanics dragon, use item 2 instead. Number 1, making it easier and faster. Tutor P, I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get to 3 this evening, because I think my internet connection is signaling that it wants a nap. All right, so this is the dreaded pit. I'm gonna farm here for just a little bit. This should be a good position here. Tart pre-fight. You know, I just run as the screen moves. Yeah, I just have this nervousness of jumping too soon. And then it puts me so much on edge. Oh, it's, you know, after spikes. Wait for you. Oh, hopefully it won't keep you waiting long. So one with the muddy water is at Mega Man 3. I think it's Mega Man 3. Because the water in this one is just kind of like water. Reformer Man, speedrunner specific Mega Man 2. I have to look him up. My most experience with like speedrunning was like games done quick. And then I usually like I'd watch it and then not remember the person's name and just be like, oh, that was pretty cool. And then never see or hear from it again. Things where you move as a screen moves or as you get pushed off. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and it just fills me with anxiety, like making that jump. That as a kid, I don't know what changed between being from going to adult Jum from kid Jum. But kid Jum was always like, oh, this jump's really hard. And like I always, you know, just whiff them a lot. And as an adult, I'm just like, just make the jump, whatever. And I just had so much anxiety over missing jumps that never really amounted to anything. I'll let you get that hit. There is an E-tank here if you ride this all the way to the end. But I already have 4. I think there may be some other stuff. There may be other stuff, and you don't have to use these. Because you can just ride directly down. But I never go through it because I already have 4. This jump is too hard. Just go to jump. Yeah. Just gotta go with the flow with it. Yeah. It's just... Oh, there's a one up there. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it just as a kid, it's easy to panic and fall, and that still sometimes happens to me. Oh boy. Drill time. It's all right to take a little bit of damage because we'll get it all back quickly. We slowly advance in here. I never really see one-ups from these dudes, which I find odd. Could currently hold the Mega Man 1 world record, and someone else from Mega Man 2 used to be held by a cool kid. It's fast and cool. 2 seconds. Wow. Yeah, speedruns, when you start getting to the top of the food chain there, like the difference between runs is so crazy small. Iron Secret Castle is another one I loved when I was young and still have. I just played that. I played that, what, last week, I think? I played through that last week. That was a lot of fun. When I was a kid and played that, I didn't have access to the instructions. It was either a rental or borrow from somebody, and I didn't have the instructions, and thus I had no idea what I was supposed to do in the game. And I'd go in and bubble up some monsters and then just have no idea what doing in there. Metal Blade blast through these drills? I should just use that. Yeah. This is just as quick. Thankfully, this is one of those games that's on a timer. You remember games where, like, you have 5 minutes. No, not 5 minutes, but, like, everything was timed. Everything was on a timer. The first time I've seen your channel, I think. Not surprising, you know. Not as good as I thought. Oh, the metal blade. If you just jam it, I'm sure it goes through quicker. I'm being very conservative testing it out. Just beat Wily. You got me. I knew you would. Wily 2. I thought the alien one on this was so strange. 399, 398. Time's counting down. I don't need anything else, so I don't know why I'm still hanging around in here. Oh, just a surprise life. Oh, of course they stop as soon as I take some damage. That's funny. It's like, I'm out of here. Here's a life. And a little bit of damage for your trouble. What I need left. I don't want to accidentally shoot it. Just remember, I thought it one-shotted through. Ah, that's fine. Yeah, No! Let's do a lot of damage. Spikes here. Yee! Alright. So this is... You can use bubble on these. You can also use metal, and I always use metal. These things remind me of Contra and Double Dragon. The spike drops. Yeah. Alright, where do they come from first? Oh. As long as I don't get hit. I got hit. Stood in the wrong spot. But that's fine. I can recover everything here. Technically, I didn't even lose a life because I gained a life while in here before. Yeah. If they get wrong positioning and get hit, it goes off. Also, I was distracted because I was trying to do the pause thing too. Not making excuses, explaining my failure. It was a failure. Yeah, I don't think you really need to do that trick there. It's just nice if you make mistakes with it. But the reality is, like, I want that extra life, please. Thank you. They got my life back. If only real life was so easy. I usually get hit by that thing too, so I feel good about that. Just make you feel better. I haven't been fully memorized Wily 2's boss. I know Yellow Devil's pattern better. It's been a while since I've got to these bosses. Let's try and remember what is good against. I know that I believe the alien is good is I think Bubble. I think one of them is a fully charged, but then I gotta fight through the bosses again. Maybe it's the Leaf Shield that one shot. That might be. That might be. I know I'm fairly positive there's a way to just chew through those things. All right. Coming through this better than we were before. We got 3 lives. We're doing good. If I don't accidentally walk into spikes. I thought this was like one of the coolest bosses as a kid. Nope. I was about to say, it's almost a no hit, and then I just completely got hit. Like trying to get fancy with the shots, and then just walked into them like, Transformers were cool back then. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wait on Wily through just before the spike corridor. All right. I think this is where I started falling apart the most as a youngin'. I don't need an E-tank. I'm loaded on E-tanks, but it's nice that that's there. Metal Man is low, but I don't know. Might as well come in here and kill this thing. And that's exactly what I wanted to see. Put the next thing I find in 3, because I don't know if I need it or not. Oh boy. Whoop. Whoop. No! No, thank you. Oh, I remember this now. Oh boy. Can I get through this without dying? Maybe. Okay. That's another one that's not like super difficult, but as a kid it was like, I'm going to die. Take that health, thank you. Quick boomerang. That's what I want here. Oh, how far? I gotta wait for this guy to come out before I can get up here. Apologies for the flashing. Top for spike quarter, many during quarter, so you fall slower. Ah, that is a good trick. That is a good trick. I'll remember that for the future. Gutsman has been destroyed. That was another one. Like, I thought that Gutsman tank, the Guts tank, was so cool. And the boss is just like a cakewalk, but I loved it so much. This area has invisible floors. Invisible holes on the floor, from what I remember. That man fired before he was even up. I don't appreciate it. I would go all the way over towards that one up, but it is 100%. Whoo! I know there's more holes like that. And I believe this as well has holes. I don't remember 100%. But I'm gonna do this anyway. Because I don't want to die in spikes. Oh, I remember this section. Oh no! Bubble lead. You're right. Bubble lead does fall through holes. I should have tested that. Oh no! It did the thing. It did the weapon switch. It did me in. You just have that moment. You just have the moment where you're like, why do I do this? I just so go for that moment kind of moment. I mean, that's most of my life. So every time I get up in the morning, like, ugh, what am I even doing? What am I even doing with myself? But yeah, in answer, I do have that moment frequently. I don't think I really need this for most of these. Also, me moving is not helping it. That didn't go well. Oh, this is the more stressful ones for me. The insta-death spikes. You hear cheat? Sure. I'll take whatever I can get. It may arrive too late for me to use it this time, but in the future, it will be useful. I will wait. Also give me a chance to enjoy my protein slurry. Delicious. And I'm forgetting all of the stuff, the bubble lead falling through. I'm not using Metal Man on enemies. That's what happens when you don't play it for a decade. No, now back to struggling to sing in Japanese. Send help. Just go slow. Focus on a little bit at a time. Focus on getting the rhythm. What? You don't need my advice. I'm not a musician. That's what I would do. But I'm not, listen, just sing Unravel. It's easy. I don't know about that. All depends on what part you're playing. You need to grind on this area. Don't shoot off Leaf Shield. Instead, keep it on as you can use it to grind. Yeah, in the earlier parts where you don't get pushed off, that is it. I realized that and I kept like trying to position myself slightly and then was shooting it off. So it wasn't working so well for me. Let's just get a little cheeky item 1 here. No, not item 1. Item 2. Goodbye, item 1. I don't know why I forget which is which. There's another one of these. Is there? No. It's just these guys. Not that. This. Just gotta find that sweet spot. Yeah. Oh! Yes! No! Okay, he left. Oh, baby. All right, it's these things. All right. Nope, not that. Okay, just a cheeky little pause trick there. You wait till apologize for your eyeballs. Nope. Nope. All right, gotta wait. Wait for it to fire again. Yeah, while you're pausing like this, you let the balls fly through you. Nope. No, I'm not gonna make this. Just dying here. All right, well, it's just. Oh, that was a mistake. How can I? Can I get up there with a 3? I'm gonna use an E-tank because I don't want to do this stuff over again. Nope. Not paying much attention there. I want to get up there. Right. If I can get up to that top one. Without shooting it, I'll be okay. Gotta be careful now, because I'll get stuck down here. All right. This is the tense portion of the evening here. I may have botched this. All right. How much 3 do I got left? I got enough. All right, 3, get me out of this. Because I don't think, how many, oh, I should have paid attention. You can take that one boss with a well-placed, will it take 4 shots? Will it take 4 shots? Or four bars for 1? Because if I've got enough for 2, I can do it. But I think I only have enough for 1, but I may be miscalculating. I don't remember. It's over. I've won too few. Oh, that's what happens to me. If I can get this wall and then take it out, otherwise I need to get up there. I don't think 3's just gonna bounce away. Not enough to get all the walls and bosses. What? I've cut down on 2 of the walls. I'm just unless somebody asks me. Somebody will probably answer just as I'm finding this. Telling me how many does it use? 4 units. Okay, so I only have enough for 1 more shot, according to this. Let's say like this 2 to 3 is good placement. Use item 2, then shoot between the tip of the wall on the left and be close enough to the boss so you can destroy both at once. Oh. Huh. I don't know if I'm good enough for that. Yeah, that's definitely not working. Will 3 get me all the way up there? I've got enough 1, I think, to get me back up to this. Otherwise, it's over anyway. I got that, like, tough angle. Should be the crash bombs, explosions, kill 2 at once. I don't think this one's close enough. The other one's probably is. decided I'd come down here. Nope. Oh! Finally. It's like, how can I avoid having to make this difficult jump that I'm having trouble with? Well, you could just do it. I guess that's it. Ugh. I know there's got to be another better way to get up there, and also I'll have to try that trick the next time with those. I've never been able to get close enough to hit that wall, but I'm not using the right items. And we are very low on a lot of stuff. But we got it. I'm fully punished. I may win. You may at that. It just depends who is who here. I don't remember. But I do have this up. Very precise with that crash bomb placement. Yeah, I would have to practice some for that. There's a lot of Metal Man. Where's Metal Man? I think this is Metal Man. I don't know why that was shooting diagonal. I was hitting like a straight direction. That's just what I'm talking about with the D-pads, where it's like, oh, you want a diagonal, right? Like, nope. Too sensitive. Too sensitive. Saves crash round, takes practice to land. Yeah. I always have trouble with that. Crash is the only thing I don't have. Oh, let's try Woodman. Okay. Again, I'm not hitting diagonal. Never played much Mega Man growing up, but pretty much everyone I knew did. It's a very popular game. Very popular game. You should get in on this. But I hope you enjoy. Second to last level now. You are absolutely going to beat me. All right. Try Quick Man, which I think here can work with Quick Man. Not sure if you know, but the bosses in this have 2, if not 3 weaknesses, depends on who you look at. Yeah, I know like most of them, like the primary weakness and then metal for the ones that are metal to that. I know a lot of them have multiple different weaknesses. I'm working off of what I remember and what I looked up. All right. It's starting to give me a little panic there. I don't know if I can tank air, man. Woodman is metal, heat, and air. I couldn't remember. I swore I saw someone like stand right in the shield and spam air and nail him. And I was like, I'm not. Am I remembering that right? Does that work? I think that does work. But then I'm looking down. I'm like, I got a couple other guys here with air on the list. I don't know if I want to try that. Still got metal for Crash Man, but that's... I think Flash Man is metal and Crash Man is also air. I think that's what I... Okay. God, I was like, am I gonna have to use an E-Tank on this guy? I just could not hit him. He was causing me some grief. I mean, we still got 3 E-Tanks. I think it's okay. Who's left? Airman, Heat Man, Flash Man? Beautiful. What is Airman week 2? Leaf Shield, eh? I don't have a lot. Which one is he? It's the second one. If I can get behind him. Oh, I'm already out. Well, that was okay. We just get caught in fans. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, and this is Heat Man. All right, as long as I don't get distracted, I should be okay. Very good. All right. What do we got left now? We're in the Wily areas now. No Crash. We got metal. Metal should do this. Should cheat Airman real quick. Isn't there's a way to get behind him, isn't there? It would help if this controller would stop making me throw in a diagonal. Oh my! The start button is getting stuck. I'm throwing it all at it. I think his air shots and have him jump. You can spam Leaf Shield. I think I'm out of Leaf Shield, really. Oh, you're talking about Airman. Yeesh. I don't know what was up with that. I was having a lot of trouble there, just moving. I don't know if that was like, oh, I'm down in the pits now. Oh, I remember this, the lava. This was so weird to me as a kid. Like, why is it like this? Why put this here like this? You know? It's very strange. I'm secretly an alien. Oh no. Dang it! It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me do the thing. Well, at least I still got my tank here. I think it was just because the bubble was out. Similarly to other stuff, it's like your weapon's still out. You can't pause yet. Like, oh, please let me. I made some mistakes in my life. I would like to go back and fix that. I'm not gonna lose here at the end. I say, and I'm about to lose. Oh, listen to that! Listen to that drippy noise. Bloop 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 bloop. Doo, doo, doo. Doo, 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 doo. Nope. I think we'll be okay, but like, I'm not doing great. I've done worse and won. I've done better. There we go. Oh, the flashing. Oh, man. Oh my God, the noise. Oh God, please. I'm so sorry. Bobble. Lieutenant smiling. Yeah, I made some missteps there. It's frame perfect death as the boss died. Just by a few seconds. You died as the boss died? I haven't done that since Battletoads, and that was an absolute nightmare. This guy movement pattern worked the same way as Crashman stage. Run a track. Yeah, because he's basically like, he's a hologram on a track is the thing. The first time accident. Nice. I think. I assume you're excited about this, and that's not like a terrible thing. I know what happened to me in Battletoads. I was not very pleased. Battletoads was rough. Yeah, it is. His movement is basically like the same as those. That's the whole thing is like it's a hologram running on a track that's shooting beams, and there's Wily in there with like a disco light. I love the end of this, like walking, changing colors, the seasons change. Really could cheese the boss. How would you cheese that? I know the other weapons probably work decently on that as well. The credits on this. I like the setup where he, like, his helmet's down, like he's retired. I would like to choose that boss. It's just like the bubble medium. It seems like you only get like the one hit. I mean, you like spam a bunch of them. You may be able to hit more. You can take it conservatively. He's not too difficult. It's one of those bosses that like, it's not too difficult on his own. It's when you get impatient or try and like rush hits that you get whammoed for it. Shoot two bubbles at once. Ah. I tried it a couple, but the only time I threw two bubbles down, I ended up getting hit because I was too close. I just stick with the safe route. Which is for Crashman is called Clashman. Yeah, I don't, there's Yuki-chan's Papa. That's my favorite credit in those Yuki-chan's Papa. I like that so much. That track is great too. I never know, because it's the same with like right and light. Like there's a lot of things that get mistranslated or misread that way that are meant to be like an L sound that come across as an R sound. And sometimes it's like really on the fence, like, well, right is a word that they could have meant. He's the good guy. And light also means good. They could have called him that as well. Given that guy runs on a track, you can pull that off easily. If I practiced more, I'm willing to bet I could. If I went through, which I will now, which now that I'm breaking these back out, I'm going to have to make time to come back to these and get more practice in and try some of the newer techniques. Because most of what I have is like either old or something I read years ago or something we did when we were kids. Woodman is one shot in USA with atomic fire, opposed to Hoot in Japanese. That's right. I didn't even use, I don't think I used Heatman's weapon at all in this run, and it can be charged up and it does a decent amount of damage. I forget who that's besides Woodman. I think that's supposed to be good for something else. Maybe even the end. Maybe even the end boss. Maybe I should have used it against Wily. What's Mega Man 2? What time is it? Japanese language doesn't have a kanji for his name becomes Dr. Right. Yeah. And there have been, like, I wish I could pull up specific examples on this, because it's going to be like, trust me, bro, you shouldn't. But there's a lot of instances where things have been, misread that way because of it. And they just kind of pick one and go with it. Clashman works. Crashman also works. What was their original intention? I don't know. I think Crashman. How does Roll's name say that? See, and that's the thing. Well, that's weird. They kept Roll's name, but they changed Rock to Mega Man. Although I think they still refer to him as Rock when he's not Mega Man. It's like Rock is his secret identity instead of just being like he's Rock Man. They changed Blues to Proto Man. How does Roll's name stay the same? What would the opposite? Lors. Here's my robot sister, Lors. Lol. That would be bizarre. Only Roll kept her name. They made a model kit of Roll, and they were shocked at how well it sold. Like, people loved that character so much more than they gave him credit for. My doctor was called Dr. Wright, and in high school, a teacher named Dr. Wily. Professor Wily. That's amazing. Redbeard. That is amazing. Welcome. Good to see you. I don't know if you've already been here. Probably heard enough of our conversation. Was Professor Wily involved in a robotics team at all? Because that would just be too much. That can't possibly be true, because that would be phenomenal. I guess anything he did could apply, because Wily's all over the place. Changing between games. Mega Man 2 is a graphic update. 3 has a slide. Yep. 4 has the charged shot. Oh yeah, that was 4. I always thought it was 5 that ended that. 5 is more powerful charged shot. That's what I'm thinking of. 6 has the rush adapter. 7 is graphic boost. 8 graphic boost. I think 7 has a shop. I don't think that was in previous ones. I may be wrong, but I think that the shop was first introduced in 7 as well. 8's got like anime cutscenes. Fortunately, no. That would have been amazing. Yeah, that would have been too much. I love when you meet people like that, and like it's fun if they know about that and then play into it. But it would also be rough for them if they kind of know about it and like, I don't really approve of this Wily character. And then everyone's like, you should grow a mustache. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I know exactly what I want me to grow a mustache. I know what you're up to. Never used in 7, 8.5 Rockman Forte. Oh, I haven't played Rockman Forte. There's a lot of those games that weren't previously released in the US, and I think they've been put on Legacy Collection. I gotta find where I can get, if it's on any of these latest Legacy collections, or if I gotta go back more to get the what was it? Rockman Battle and Chase, the kart racer, the Mega Man kart racer. I played a lot of Mega Man Soccer. I don't know why. I'm not a soccer fan. But I'm gonna take it back. I do know why. I just love the characters, and I like seeing them run around in 16 bits on a soccer field. And also, Dr. Wily was a goalie with a robot suit, and the only person that could stop his powered shot was Wily. So you put Wily as your goalie, throw the ball to him, he charges a shot up, kicks it straight across the field. Nobody can stop it unless the other goalie is Wily, and half the time they don't stop it either. Easy win. Not a great game. And you know, if you look at Mega Man's Battle Network Universe, look at Dr. Light Japanese, Tadashi Hikari. Yep. Hikari means light, and then Tadashi, at least the kanji can be read as right. I thought that was a really cool ad that they put in that. A great setup on the name that combines right and light. Like, I don't know if it's right, correct, or right the direction. I think it's right, correct is how Tadashi can be read, from what I recall. I thought those are really a neat intro. I know that even though I haven't played the game. That's how much I've read this stuff. I pick up all those books when they're like, you know, the art books and stuff, and comb through them. Like, I should play this sometime. I spend more time reading the book than I do playing the game. All right. Well, given the time, this is getting close to, unfortunately, when I usually got to wrap up. Usually Thursdays can go a little bit later, but lately my Thursdays I have to travel. I'm on the road for a couple hours, and then I'm away and I'm running around. I got to be up early in the morning. They keep rescheduling it. They keep bumping it. Instead of Tuesday, Thursday, they keep bumping it to that. It won't be tomorrow. It won't be till next week. I don't have a stream tomorrow, so I won't be back until next week. My Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday are all free, and I think it's going to be probably Monday and Wednesday, and I think I'm going to double up on Paper Mario next week. Try to attend again. Yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you can. If not, the VODs will be up there. But I appreciate your helpful hints, and I appreciate you hanging out with me and chatting. All of you, always. But don't go anywhere just yet, because it's time. Tadashi's right isn't virtuous. Aha. Thank you, J Money. Appreciate that. Don't go anywhere, because it is time for Bubble Bobble in a second. I gotta change the game out before I can bubble the bobs. But we got Bubble Bobble. I feel good. I knew I was going to be able to beat those two. And 3 was like, I could probably get to 3. And I couldn't. Unfortunately. Maybe we'll tie. It's 2-0 right now. Maybe. I doubt it. My familiarity is primarily with 1 and 2. And 3 is like, I played through it once ages ago, and I don't have like a lot of the. Now I was already an adult, so it's not as ingrained in my brain. So I'm really excited. I love these games. I'm excited to get through the rest of them and give them another shot, and then I'd keep going through them. And like Perhimo said, we can try racing. We can try racing if Sky wants to get on this too. It'd be great. Anybody wants to get in. What do you say Luigi's name, Japan? Luigi. I'm making a mess of that. Luigi. Possibly? I don't know. I'd have to see how they write it. What characters they used to write it. Sure, shooting bubs. Alright. Now it's Bubble Bobble time. Was an old game like that? Yes, Bubble Bobble is a classic. It was on virtually every system that was out in the times from 1988. I've seen Paramo play Mega Man X. Yeah, not Mega Man X. Bubble Joe, Emoji Joe. Yes, it is for the NES. It was on Commodore. It was on a ton of systems. I've been playing it. Ended my streams with a Bubble Bobble level for a while. We are on the second of 13, I guess we'll call them hidden stages that lead to the final boss. You can go from 99 to 100. 100 is where the final boss is. You'll get the bad end. You have to find a secret portal in level 99 and then go through these 13 back stages and then get it, which is tricky to do with one player. You see 2 dinosaurs there. It's just me. I just have a second controller plugged in. Maybe soon I have to go to sleep. Understandable. Make sure you get the sleep. Sleep is important. And they killed me. And they're going to kill my friend. And they killed me again. That happens a lot. I don't really need 2 players when I'm doing that. 2 characters with L in the name. This Japanese still, yeah. Nope. Too close to the sun there. No, come back here. Oh, dang it. I'm letting this get out of hand. Come here. No, stop killing my brother. You murderers. Come up here. Oh, God. He cornered me. Oh, no. It's down to player 2. I can still pull this off. We can still get a win. I can't. He shot me. All right. Probably win this one. The score only applies to Mega Man. Yeah, I wouldn't count this. I wouldn't count this against you here. I would be very impressed if you jumped in at this stage and outpaced me at this just because I've been playing it for a while. And how did I die? Oh, my almost Shinderu'd that guy. I'm stealing a life from you, my friend. Yeah, just by the number of stages. Not so much the difficulty. The number of stages makes it somewhat insurmountable. Okay. Oh, that's we'll leave it. It does have passwords. And I always think that when I'm going to save these states, I could just use passwords. But I know past 99, I'm never sure how the passwords play out with that. So, let's really leave it. I sped through many stages recently to get into the secret area because I had practiced the level 99 thing and I wanted to get it out of the way. But now we're getting close. So this is 3 out of 13 stages, and then we're at the boss, and we can get the first half of it because to get the full end, we have to beat it again all the way through. All right, well, that'll do it for me tonight. It is a little bit earlier than I normally would end, but I don't want to get like one stage into Mega Man 3 and then be like, all right, I'll come back to this next time. We'll wrap it all up. So I'll start fresh Mega Man 3 next time, and then 4 and 5. We'll see whatever we can get. I want to get through all 6 of those, and then once I get through all 6 of the NES games, we'll go to 7 and 8, and then 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna go through all of them up to 11, and then we'll jump off to other series as we go in. So we're gonna be a Mega Man for a little while because the other games are a bit longer. Looking forward to the challenge. Yeah. I may yet win one. I don't think I will, but I will certainly try. I've only casually played up to 4. I own 6, but I bought it with Star Tropics, and then I didn't really get that far into it. Also, I was busy playing Super Nintendo games, I think, at the time, so thanks for the stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks so much for hanging out and chat with me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. I love Mega Man games. I look forward to coming back to them next week. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I usually post my schedules in the community messages on YouTube. Also, I have a Twitter, at Jum Jumington, at Twitter. And you have that. Do you have 7 and 8? I got them all, man. I got all of them. So I got 7 and 8 too. So after I get through the 6 on that, we'll move on to 7. We'll move on to 8. I believe I can access that. I will have to double check. But I'm pretty sure I can play Rockman Forte as well. Like 99% sure. That I can get a hold of all of those. I have access to pretty much whatever anymore. So not much is off the table. Can't go any further than 8 Rockman and Forte. I don't know where you get like 8 and 9 now, or 9 and 10. 9 and 10. I think you got to get the Legacy collections to get those. I don't think they're separate anymore. I played those on the Xbox 360, but I don't think I ever finished 9 before my 360 started dying. I just went, rah, rah. All right. Well, that is it for me this evening. Legacy Collection 2? That's what I thought. I got to double check those, because I think I got those on the Switch, but I like playing on the original hardware as well. It's just Switch is nice when I'm on the go to play some other stuff, and then I hardly ever end up playing them anyway. I keep buying them. Bought the thing like 3 times. So yeah, schedule goes up on Sundays generally, Sunday late in the evening. Generally speaking, I stream Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 p.m. Central. Is that 4 p.m. Pacific? I think. Pretty consistently on that. So look out for the schedule. Look out for that. Otherwise, pop on my channel and see if I'm streaming. I'm probably going to be here. Maybe streaming something on Saturday, or maybe just be joining in. We shall see. I never know fully until Saturday, but you can pop back in there and check in. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next one. If I don't see you by then, have a fantastic weekend, and I hope to see you again on the next one. So long, everybody. Bye-bye. Look forward to challenging you again. Indeed. So long.